One thought at a time. We're here again live at the Festival of Speed. We have another one of our podcast shorts with Jahee. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time out of what has been a very warm day here at the Festival of Speed.
Yeah.
So Jahee, tell us a bit about you. What do you do?
So I'm actually an engineering consultant. So I work through my company Wavey Dynamics, and we specialise in high performance road cars and motorsport, primarily in vehicle dynamics, aerodynamics, and some engineering design.
Okay.
So I'm here today in a bit of a spectating capacity, but also to meet people that I know through work and develop new relationships. So
and of course,
it's a good day.
Yeah, and you like the cars too.
I like the cars too, of course. The faster the better.
Yeah. And how long have you been doing that?
It's about 4 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you? What was the journey? How did you get into doing what you do now?
So when I graduated from university, I went into automotive industry. So I used to work with Ford, and after some time doing that, I quickly discovered that I wanted to do something a bit more technical.
Yeah.
And also that I had a lot of ideas that I would only be able to make happen working for myself.
Okay.
And also on the top of that, I wanted to make a switch into motorsport, which was, it's a form of competitive engineering.
Right, okay.
So you then introduce an environment where the better engineering you do means you win races. It's your competitive edge. So I find that attractive in terms of creating an environment where you're constantly developing and being rewarded for developing.
And it's marginal gains, isn't it?
It is, yeah. At this stage, yeah. Motorsport, you used to be able to, didn't used to be so marginal, but in today's world, it's your tenths of seconds, hundredths of seconds is a big difference.
So, what was the background? How did you end up going towards engineering? Was that a family thing? How did that happen?
It wasn't a family thing. My dad was always quite scientifically minded, so I think I definitely picked up bits from him.
Yep.
So that we used to watch Star Trek together, for example. So that was always quite cool, and I guess it's a combination of that and just being naturally interested. It's almost a bit of a gift, I would say, because I'm good at it and I really enjoy it. So it wasn't until I was about 18, 19 when I realised I wanted to do it as a career, though.
Okay. So going back to Star Trek, I've got to ask, so which character did you align with most?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. So I used to like The Next Generation and also Voyager the most. Worf was also always a good character because he was always quite strong and like a powerful character. But then I also used to like Data because he was like really intelligent and I guess I admired that.
Yeah.
So I would say those two are my favourites.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. It's funny, isn't it, how influences like that can kind of bubble through in your future as well.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's really interesting. That so Worf and Data. Yeah. I can actually see. You can almost picture a race engineer. yeah. With those two characters mixed together. Yeah, it'll make a good race engineer for sure. Who were your biggest influences, do you think, to get you to where you are?
Biggest influences. So, I guess firstly I would say my father, and secondly, I used to have a friend. I say used to. He's still one of my good friends. But so I knew him from school, from when I was about 11, and his dad used to have some nice cars, which got him interested. And then the first ever time I came to Goodwood, about 20 years ago, was with him. And I would say he's definitely sparked my interest in cars, in high performance cars. And then joining that with my passion for engineering, it kind of, I ended up where I did.
Fantastic. So as well as the engineering consultancy work, what else you do? What else is going on?
So I'm also co-chairman of a group called Driven by Us, who is, I guess you could say it's a community of not just engineers, but just people working or aspiring to work in motorsport that are from like a minority background, so black, minority, ethnic. So yeah, I spend some time doing that, and we've got some big plans for the year coming up.
Great stuff. How big's the organisation? How many people kind of get involved with that?
I think it's about 50 members at the moment, and it's a club where we're part of Motorsport UK, so it's like officially recognised club, and small but growing. I mean, motorsport is quite a it's not a very diverse space in any way.
I agree.
So the numbers are small, and it's a small industry anyway. So yes, it's small but growing.
Yeah. Proudest moment so far in that?
Proudest moment? What, we're driven by us? Or well, I guess given that we're relatively new, we had a launch event a few weeks ago, and that was really good. That's probably our proudest moment so far. Yeah.
How does it make you feel to be part of something like that?
It's cool because it kind of brings a bit of cohesion to what is already happening, and to be able to represent that and give direction to it and things like that is cool.
So what's next?
What's next for me? So I seem to have had quite a lot of holidays this year, which is nice on one side, but now I'm back. I just want to get my head down in work and develop and grow the business, and get into some spaces that I've not found myself in yet. So yeah.
What's the dream, do you think? What do you really aspire to? When will you think, you know, that would be it?
Oh, that's quite an easy one. So there's two things. So part of what I do, or part of what Wavey Dynamics does, is like the design office kind of the design office based stuff.
Yeah.
But also we do trackside work. So in the design office, earlier this year we had a contract with McLaren, which was really cool. But taking that a step further into some of the really cool hypercar projects that are coming out at the moment. So I've been speaking to a company about consulting on a Le Mans hypercar project, which would be really cool. And then in a trackside sense, to do race engineering at the Le Mans 24-hour. So those are my two short/medium term goals.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Have you been to Le Mans?
I haven't, I haven't. I've been meaning to go many times, and I went to the Daytona 24 hours earlier this year, but Le Mans, for some reason, I just never seemed to pull it together.
I've been a few times.
Yeah.
To Canada 24. And
Yeah.
the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's just unreal.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. There's something about it. So I completely get that. So when you're there, let's have another chat in the pit lane.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I would love that.
So I'm going to ask you. Everyone who comes on the podcast always gets one last question.
Yeah.
And it's this: if we could conquer time travel, so let's assume we've done that, we've fixed that,
Right.
and you get the opportunity to write the younger Jahee a letter. What would you say to yourself? What would you write in that letter, knowing what you know now?
Just be brave and be audacious, and none of your dreams are ever too big or too out of reach.
That's brilliant. Jahee, thanks ever so much for taking the time today.
Your pleasure.
Brilliant, thank you.
Yeah, good to speak to you, man.
So that has been One Thought at a Time, live from the Festival of Speed. And if you have been, thanks for listening.